What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to BurghTakes for episode 15. I'm your host, Kaleb, joined by my two co-hosts, Logan and Myles. How are we doing this weekend?
Doing great.
Last episode, we talked about the Pirates going into a series with the Braves. Before we get to that, though, we got some news about Konnor Griffin. He was expected to miss about a month after suffering a torn tendon in his left ring finger while making a diving play. I'll just get straight to the point, this was updated to a 60-day IL. Which really hurts this team. Big setback, especially how good he's been playing. Also, last week we talked about Braxton Ashcraft not making the All-Star game. He did get the All-Star All-Star nod. He will be playing in the 2026 MLB All-Star game this weekend. But before we get into the All-Star weekend, we're going to dive into the Pirates series against the Braves. The Pirates played the Braves on away. They were in Atlanta. Hurton Waldrep got the mound for the Braves. He went 3 innings, 6 hits, 7 earned runs with 2 strikeouts. Another Skenes day. He went 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. Not a bad game from Skenes. He's been heating up a little bit. But our bullpen also played pretty solid. Hunter Stratton got his first start for the Pirates. He only gave up 2 earned runs. Honestly, not a bad game at all from the bullpen. We lit it up on the board, though. Ryan O'Hearn went 4 for 5. He had 3 home runs. He actually had a grand slam. He went crazy. He set the record for 10 RBIs in Pirates history. He pretty much was the star of this whole game.
He won the game.
He literally did win the game. I mean, Brandon Lowe had 3 hits, but honestly, I'm not even going to read the others. Ryan O'Hearn was the star of this game.
Matter.
We did win 12-4. Great start to the series. Do you guys have any thoughts on Ryan O'Hearn's performance? Because it was big.
Just got to get up to Cooperstown to see where they're putting his merchandise, because I heard one of them, I don't know if it's the bat or the helmet, one of them's going to the Pirates Hall, one of them's going to Cooperstown. Got to go see that. I mean, it's incredible how often. Yeah, it's, I mean,
that's
a game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see the the resemblance to something that is something we've never seen before.
I mean, like, think about it. I remember at least when we signed this guy, I thought, like, oh yeah, he's gonna be like a good piece for us, but I didn't think he'd be this impactful. You know what I mean? It's great to see him have a game like that. You know, I'm just excited. I think, history is always great. Whenever somebody makes history, it's always a great game. So
it is. Going into game 2 against the Braves, Grant Holmes got the mound for the Braves. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. Jared Jones, he had a really perfect game. Won 6 innings, 0 earned runs, 0 hits, 8 strikeouts. Had a perfect game. He did get pulled in the 6th inning. Mason Montgomery, Dennis Santana, he gave up 2 earned runs, and Isaac Matson only gave up a run as well. Honestly, a great game by Jared Jones. Like I said, honestly, the bats didn't show up at all in this performance. And then the 8th inning, Dennis Santana gave up a 2-run home run to former Pirate Joey Bart, which was kind of weird to see.
Of course.
But the Braves did win 3-0. I just wanted to hear your thoughts. Was it the right move for Jared Jones getting pulled in the 6th inning? He was playing really well, and I felt like we could have honestly won this game if the bats did show up. But I personally felt like, before I give it to you guys, I felt like it was honestly the perfect move. I think sending him out to the 7th inning, you don't know, like, if he would have lost his, like, pitch calm or velocity or whatnot. Like, I felt like it was a good move, especially just coming out and having a perfect inning like that. I think you should sit. Logan, your thoughts?
I mean, I kind of disagree. I just feel like, we've talked about it a couple of times. Myles has mentioned it, how it's like he's looked good. It's time for him to get that leash off of him. You know what I mean? And like the fact that he went 6 perfect innings, I don't give a fuck who is out on that mound. You let them pitch until they give up a hit or something. You let them fucking pitch. Like, I mean, I get it. It's like he got hit on the elbow recently and all that shit, and you want to like keep an eye on him. And you want to make sure he's good, but like. He was perfect through 6. That's 3 more innings. You got to let him get a shot at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm almost in the middle, I feel like, of both of you guys. Like, I almost didn't have an opinion, and both you guys are raising good points. I mean, I agree with what Caleb's saying, and I also agree with what you're saying, Logan. Like, he did only have 77 pitches. He could have gone 1 more.
Exactly. You got to give him a chance.
I just feel like I
don't know.
Like, if he went out there in the 7th inning and it just blew up, then it's like, oh fuck, like that's a shitty way to go out. I felt like it was a good way to go out, especially how good he was playing. But giving up a hit, like if he gave up a hit, yeah, I agree with that point. Like he didn't give up any hits. Like if he gave up a hit, then it's a question mark. Maybe get a mound visit and maybe see what's up. But
Well, that's the
And
thing.
also,
It's like,
sorry.
Go ahead, Miles.
Go on.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, well, I was
talked
going to say, like, when you were already just saying, that kind of goes into my mentality with it right now. It's like, well, when the bats aren't going, like, you kind of, like you say, he still has a leash on him somewhat. Like, it's almost like preserving him because, like, oh, well, you're in the sixth, you're already down, like, the bats aren't there, so let's just save this guy and parlay it. So, like, because what if he went out there in the seventh, got absolutely blown up, and the whole start was overshadowed? Now, at least he has a little bit of positive momentum going forward. But I mean, I agree. It doesn't happen often. You got to let him try it.
And I was gonna say, Miles, I raised a point. It's like you say that if he goes out into the seventh inning, he blows up, and like the bats aren't there. But what if he goes out in the seventh inning and then they see, oh, okay, we're 2 innings away from a perfect game or whatever, and we got to step up. Like, you know, like that's kind of a thing that will also feed into the bats and make them want to get those hits. So I mean, I just see it as you. I understand what both of you guys are saying, but just in my perspective, you got to give the guy a chance. You got to like at least you got to let him get up a hit. And like what you said, Caleb, it's like it's sad. Like if he does go out there, and what both of you guys say, if he does go out there and he does get those runs out on him and he does get blown up, it's better to know. In my opinion, it's better to know because we lost the game anyways. It's better to know if he would have done it or not.
Yeah, I felt like that was a game we could have stole. But going into Game 3 against the Braves, Bryce Elder got the mound. He went 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 3 strikeouts. Mitch Keller had another game. He went 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. This game did go into a delay. So pretty much a lot of players played in a bullpen. Hunter Strand, Cam Sanders, Johan Ramirez, Santana, Soto. Honestly, the only guys that didn't play well, obviously Santana, he gave up 4 earned runs. Cam Sanders, he came in after the rain delay, the first inning of the rain delay. He gave up 3 earned runs. That's why Keller got pulled. He only went 3 innings. I felt like the Pirates did play a little bit better in the rain delay, make it a 1-run game in the 6th inning, but it kind of blew up when Santana hit the mound.
Of course.
And Jake Magnum, he had a pretty solid game. He went 4 for 5, a home run. Brian Reynolds had a home run. Valdez had another home run. But the Braves did win 10-5, and the Braves did win this series 2-1. I personally felt like we could have won this series, to be honest with you. I think this was in our hands, and we just couldn't get it, especially with the Jared Jones game in Game 2. I felt like we could have won that game, just bats didn't show up. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts. And I even think Game 3 we could have won that game too, especially how good we were playing after the rain delay. We just couldn't keep it up with our bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I think that's really all you can say is there's just not enough opportunities really seized. But, you know, I think if the Brewers series, and we'll get in here obviously in this differently, if the Brewers series would have went any, you know, if it didn't go as good as it would, maybe I'd be a little bit more harsh. But it didn't seem to really define them. And, I mean, yeah, we could have maybe won a few more, but they still pulled it all together in the next series, which was more important.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Miles. I think it's like, you still got to think this is one of the top 2 or 3 teams in baseball. You know, it's like we didn't look good when we went out them the first time, so I wasn't really expecting much the second time. But, you know, to at least win one game and look with Ryan O'Hearn's bat and everything, it's just... that's what I expected from the series, to be honest with you, so I'm not really that mad about it. And like Miles said, the second series made it a lot sweeter.
Yeah, before we get to the second series, after this series, we did make a trade. The Pirates did go out and got Jacob Gonzalez from the White Sox and a reliever in the bullpen, Brandon Eisert, if I'm saying that name right. We gave up a 34 overall pick in Jaden Woods. Gonzalez, he can play pretty much all in the infield, I believe. He can play first, second, shortstop, and third, or maybe not first, but he's a universal guy. I heard that he's been playing pretty solid for the White Sox this season. He's been getting a lot of power under his bat, so I'm excited to add him to the lineup, especially with Konnor Griffin out on the 60-day IL. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on Jacob Gonzalez. He's a guy that's just making a name for himself this season, but he's improving. That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I like the move. I feel like I saw other people compare it, like the Woods and Eisert, like the relievers straight up, like that's pretty much a wash. And then the 34th overall pick, you're trading for a guy who's like 24 and was a first round pick. So like that's could be a wash too when you think about it. This trade pretty much, if the Pirates can develop it, like I think it's a very even trade on both sides. But if you can really develop it out and, you know, get something good out of this guy, then I think you could get the win. Obviously, the White Sox didn't need a shortstop; they got their guy at number 1 overall. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like you still got to do more to strengthen this team. And I also feel like with Gonzalez, like it feels like he's trying to take the Triolo role, that utility infielder. But then, like, with that going on, like, I'm not super disappointed with what I've seen from Triolo recently, and it just, I don't know, there's going to have to be some shuffling going on, it feels like.
Yeah. 100%. He's been, I mean, when we talk about the Brewers series, he played pretty solid in that series as well, especially today when we'll get to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't hate the move. I just, it just feels like there's going to be a little bit more that needs to figure itself out here.
100%. We did designate for assignment Cam Sanders. He did go down. Logan, did you have any thoughts on the trade? I didn't want to skip you.
Well, I was just going to say, I appreciate you thinking about me, Caleb. That really means a lot. But, I mean, I was just going to say about the trade, it just, to me, not really knowing much about either of the guys that we got, just full honesty there, I think the pitcher that we got is good, but I see Jacob Gonzalez as more of a guy that's just going to replace the time that we missed with Konnor Griffin. That's just how I kind of see it. I mean, I don't think it's a bad move at all, but, like, you know, that's just how I see it. I don't.
And then when KG comes back, it's like, well, where does he go? I guess I don't know who you're going to send down or whatnot. Like, there's a lot of, but like again, that's not where we're not looking too far in the future. We're just looking for now, and especially what we can get when KG is injured.
I don't think it's a bad move at all. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, you can make it work, and like I absolutely think it definitely put more pressure on like a guy like Ozuna, which we could talk about. Exactly. He had a good few recent games, but like it definitely is to the point where it's like, well, you're bringing this guy in, you are not going to send him down. He's 24 years old, had a career year in AAA, having a good year in the majors. Like, you're going to have to figure out what to do when people come back. So, I don't know. I think they're backing themselves into a corner in a time where it's like, well, you cut Ozuna now, and he's actually playing somewhat decent.
Yep.
But, yeah, we'll see.
Moving on to the Brewers series. Today. He did get a tank. But before we get to that, game 1 against the Brewers, Brandon Sprout got the mound. He went 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs with 3 strikeouts. Ashcraft got another mound visit. He went 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 earned runs with 6 strikeouts.
Caleb, you have to mention that this game was delayed, so we had a doubleheader. You have to mention.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot to put that. Yeah, this was a doubleheader. So this game was early in the morning. Not in the afternoon. It was like at 12:15.
It was like, it was at 12.
Yeah, so this was a doubleheader, game 1 and game 2. Carmen Majewski, he got the mound as well. He went 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run with 2 strikeouts. Gregory Soto closed out the game. Honestly, a close game closed out when he came in. He went 1 inning, 1 hit, 0 earned runs with 0 strikeouts. You know, not a great start from Ashcraft, but a solid game, I felt like, from Carmen and Soto, cleaning it up. Valdez obviously was the star in this game. He went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Dude, this dude has been heating up since coming up to the All-Star break. Henry Davis had a hit, Mangum, Lowe, and Gonzalez all had hits. But the Pirates did win 7-6. Moving on to game 2 of the doubleheader, Shane Doran got the mound. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. Bubba Chandler went 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs with 6 strikeouts. Great game by Bubba and the bullpen. I thought it was a great game by them. It was a very close game. Brian Reynolds or Valdez got another home run for the doubleheader. He went 1 for 4. Brandon Lowe had 2 hits. Reynolds had 2 hits. And Pirates won a close one in 3-2. And then going to the last game of Game 3 against the Brewers, Robert Gasser got the mound. He went 3 innings. Oh, by the way, Game 3, the Miz was supposed to, Jacob Morosky was supposed to start this game, and for some reason we got the Twitter tweet that he just pulled, or like they said they wanted to give him a rest day or something like that. So it was supposed to be a Skenes in the Miz game, but that didn't happen at all.
Caleb, before you move on, I just want to say, Jacob, we've talked about him on past episodes, how like Jacob Mizorowski has done better than Paul Skenes, and I wanted to see this matchup, and for him to, it honestly feels like he's ducking it. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like it just feels like he's ducking it. And to be honest, it's like it doesn't feel like he should be ducking it because Paul hasn't been in his best form. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't make sense to me.
So good. I don't know what the reason. They just said it was they didn't want him to pitch or whatnot. Like he just wanted to, like they wanted to give him a rest day.
Yeah,
it is what it
excuses.
Is. But we did put up a lot of runs this game. They gave up 7 earned runs for their first pitcher that they came out. Paul Skenes, he had a solid game. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs with 7 strikeouts. It was kind of rough for him. Like he was like getting warmed and then not getting warmed, like how, like I think I don't know what inning it was, but he like it took him. It was like 45 minutes him waiting in the dugout for him to pitch. So, but he did still play a solid game, especially with run support. I think that helped him a lot. Our bullpen, Antoine Kelly was the only one that gave up 3 earned runs. But our bullpen played solid. But our offense was all over Gasser. I mean, Henry Davis went 2 for 4. Everyone got tons of hits. I'm not even going to read it all. But the Pirates did put up 14 runs, and we win 14-5, and we sweep this series. Big series for the Pirates, especially getting to the All-Star break. I think it's a great way to end it. And your guys' thoughts before All-Star break?
I mean, I was just gonna say, I think coming off a sweep of the first place team, great. You know what I mean? Like, that's great. I mean, I don't know how much you guys want to talk about it, but I just wanted to bring up, you touched on it a little bit earlier, Kaleb, Valdez, and just how good he's been. And I was an advocate of why did we send him down earlier, and just the way he's been playing and just everything that he's been doing is what I kind of expected out of the password. But, you know, I mean, I'm just excited to see that this guy's doing so good. And we have to keep him up for the rest of the season. I think I don't know if this will be a hot take, but I think he's our best outfielder that we have right now. I mean, defensively, he's solid. On the bat, he's been one of our best bats within the past month. I mean, I don't see anything but growth out of him. I think this might be one of our best players that we have in the future, with how he's been doing in this past month. I think he's just going to continue to grow.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. When I look at his case, I get really scared that I get like a Jack Sawinski-esque, like, blinded by early power. Because, you know, that guy had like 30 bombs one of his early seasons. But it feels different. Like, it doesn't seem like he's swinging for it. And I agree that he could really make a difference for the future, just because he could really score besides hitting home runs and besides his power.
Exactly.
Like, he's really a big league ball player that knows how to take quality at bats. Yeah, I agree with him. Maybe I didn't see this, and I think the password comparison is really good. Like, we expect the password to be this big power guy, and Valdez doesn't give off that approach. I didn't even expect to see him that much this year. But now that we do, weird spot we're in. Definitely think get to know him, because he's gonna be commodity.
He's our best. He's our best outfielder right now. That's just
I don't think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not. I totally agree.
I mean, I genuinely, like, this might be a little outrageous to say, but I mean, like, come season's end, I don't think it's ridiculous to say, like, hey, maybe him and KG, the numbers and the seasons are quite comparable.
For sure. Like, yeah, I know what you're going to say.
And it's different because the expectation and the labels and the, you know, whatever, the contracts, but I don't know. I think he has a shot at really being the best young player on this team after the season.
Well, I feel like that's, like, what you just said with, like, the expectations thing. I feel like that's also partially playing in it that, like, a lot of people don't have expectations on Valdez. Like, I honestly didn't really know too much about him until he got called up. And ever since he's gotten called up, I became a fan of him. I really like him. And I don't see him going down anytime soon. I don't see him regressing anytime soon. I think he's just a perfect piece. And if he wants paid, I mean, just fucking pay him. Like, I see nothing. I see nothing but growth from him. Yeah, like I said.
Yeah. The Pirates will go into a series with the Guardians and Yankees after the All-Star break. 3 games each on the road. When we look at the standings in the National League Central, the Reds are still at the bottom. They're 43-51. We are 49-47. Cardinals are 50-44. Cubs are 53-42, and the Brewers are still up on top with 59 wins and 36 losses. It's still, I mean, our National League, it's still up in the air. Like, it's very close.
Can I say something? You're right. It is very close. I mean, to be honest, we're 10.5 games back from first place, which is still, like, in my opinion, that's a little insurmountable right now with how we've been playing. But second place is only 4.5 games back, 6.5 games back. I think we can legitimately make second place by the end of season's time if we just come out of All-Star break feeling good, doing the right things. I think we can make it to second place.
100%. I mean, we showed it in a few episodes of, like, what it would look like if we. I mean, obviously you're not going to win every game, and our bullpens, bullpens are going to, like, break up and, like, you know, fall apart. But, like, if our bullpen didn't fall apart almost every single game and we won, like, most of those games, we would have been sitting in first place with the Brewers. You're, like, competing with them. But it's a good way to end a good way to end. Yeah, it's a good way to end the series or end for the All-Star break, sweeping the Brewers. When we look at the team leaders, though, Valdez and Jake Mangum do lead in our average. Brandon Lowe still leads in home runs and RBIs. Nick Gonzalez leads in our hits. He has 102. Valdez leads in OPS. And O'Neal Cruz is still sitting at stolen bases. And then when we look at the MLB team hitting rankings, we are in second in almost every category except slugging percentage. Runs, hits, home runs, RBIs, batting average, on-base percentage, OPS, stolen bases. We're second in every category. And that doesn't surprise us, honestly, for how good we've been playing. But our team pitching rankings, not doing too good. We're 11th in ERA, 8th in WHIP, 6th in strikeouts. So not the best, especially with our rotation. And we felt like in the beginning of the season, our rotation was really good and solid. But it's not living up to expectation, but I feel like it should turn around, especially Skenes' last 2 starts. I felt like have been, getting a little better. Our bullpen, obviously, Hunter Strand, we just got him. He had 2-3 good games. And then we obviously traded for that reliever, so we'll see how he plays. But, I mean, honestly, I know we should be way higher in the National League Central, but I still like where we are right now, especially with just like how good of a hitting team we really are. Like, teams should be scared of us, like, honestly, and that's probably why the Miz didn't want to play or whatever the Brewers were doing behind the scenes. Like, come on.
No, I 100% agree. I mean, like, when you look at the team, like what you just said when you're bringing up the rankings, it's a tale of two different stories. I mean, we have one of the best offenses in the league right now, but like our pitching, who we expected to be better than our hitting, has been mid, to say the least. It's just, and like we talked about in other podcasts where it's like we figure it out with one part and then we just lose in the other part, and it's frustrating to see because we're supposed to have one of the best pitching staffs in the league, one of the best starting rotations in the league, but they can't figure it out.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to come with some moves and, like, some time off, like we said. But I think there's a little bit of optimism. But now that we're at this break, we have all these big numbers. I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the current team MVP? You go back a year or two ago, and there's a clear answer. You can maybe give a pitching one, a batting one, an overall one.
I know mine.
You guys have some answers here? I want to hear what you guys got.
I already have my answer. I talked to my dad about it earlier. Brandon Lowe. Brandon Lowe has brought a spark to our offense where we haven't seen. Our offense has been fucking dog shit for the past 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. And this guy comes in. He should have been an all-star. Myles said that's a good thing that he's not an all-star because we can get him for cheaper, and I agree with him. I'm a little bit happy about that. But he's brought a spark to our offense, and he's our best hitter right now, and for sure, I just think he's our team MVP right now. It's just when he's out there, we feel a little bit more confident, and when he has a good game, we've talked about it. When these players have good games, we all have a good game, and I talked to my dad about it earlier. I think that since he didn't make the All-Star game and everything and all this shit, I think we have to re-sign him in the offseason. If we let this guy walk away, it'll be to me, it'll be a heartbreak to this team because he's changed us. He's really changed. Him and Ryan O'Hearn have really changed us.
Yeah, I would say Brandon Lowe too, especially just when you look at just stats, obviously, like the most important like positions and RBIs and home runs, he's leading that. But I think another guy that shouldn't be slept on, and a guy that I really feel confident when he's on the plate, is Nick Gonzalez. I think a guy that can just hit the ball and just get on base and give the Pirates the opportunity to get him in home plate and get a run on the board. I think he's been awesome. Obviously, the power isn't all there, but like I think a guy that can just in clutch moments, that if he's in the plate, I feel confident that he's going to get a hit. And obviously he does lead our team in hits, but I think it's a guy that's been playing really well with us, and his average is also still good up there with Mangum and Valdez.
You know what?
Sorry, I was just going to say, he's another guy that, like, I just talked about Brandon Lowe. When he's doing good, he gives us confidence. Nick Gonzalez, just like what you said, Caleb, he's another guy. When he's doing good, we're all doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what were you going to say, Myles?
But I definitely think that those two guys were the guys that I was thinking of, or as the best players. But almost when I think about it for valuable, I'm almost going to say Ashcraft, because if you take him away, Like, that rotation junk. There's no one else outside of him. I think, like, you've seen it with this lineup. If you miss your top guys, like, with injury or whatever, there's going to be enough guys that we have a luxury of bats to fill in and still be competent. I think if you missed Ashcraft, the entire pitching rotation would be, hanging on by a thread. So do I think that he's the, MVP in a sorts is the best player on the team this year? No, I definitely think you two have the right choice. But I definitely think he's the one who maybe his performances probably mean the most this year.
You know what, Myles? When you bring that up, I'm really thinking about it, and it's like, without Braxton Ashcraft, like, when you look at it, it's like 11th in ERA, 8th in WHIP, whatever the fuck you go on, etc.
It'd probably be even lower.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, without him, we'd be lower, and he has been the bright spot of the pitching. He has been the bright spot of the pitching staff. We can just say it how it is, and it's just, with those big names, you wouldn't expect it to be him, but he really has been the MVP, at least on the pitching side. I 100% agree with you on that.
Yeah. I
would say the same. That's obvious. But like I said, Jared Jones. I hope he should be heating up. Bubba, I feel like with Bubba, he's been playing well. He's not been horrible. I feel like most of the stats or most of the games that he gets in it just doesn't fully just show how he's playing. Like most of the hits and most of the runs he's giving up it's more of just 50-50 with the defense and then more of him. But I feel like he's been playing a lot better since when we were talking about, who should we put in the bullpen, Carmen or Bubba? I feel like, and Carmen's been playing really well in the bullpen. We didn't mention that. He's playing
still
pretty
need to
solid
use him
for his
more,
role.
though, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is true. But I feel like he is, taking it how it is and still playing great ball. But Bubba, I feel like the whole talk about Bubba, I think he's still playing okay and solid, especially since when we were talking about, the thing with who should go to the bullpen. I think he's playing pretty well.
Yeah, he definitely heard the noise, it feels like. He definitely made an adjustment. Yeah. He also is one of the guys who's actually tacked on speed too. In his last start, he hit a 102, and maybe he doesn't have the accuracy at times. And like you said, there's a lot of unlucky shit what happens with him because he's still young, working around the edges, but he's improved. Yeah, there's definitely you could see a upward trend at least.
Yeah, well, a guy that does need to improve that I really hope he gets whatever rest he needs to get is Mitch Keller. I think that's the biggest topic. I feel like he's one of our worst rotation player. I know Skenes is bad, but I feel like Mitch Keller isn't just all there. And I know when you look at the stats and compare 2026 to his overall career stats, it's very similar, but I just feel like he could play way better than that, especially just him veteran presence and all that that he brings to that lineup. But yeah, that's a guy that I really want to play better, and also on the hitting side, I really want to see play better. Obviously, is Ozuna. I think that's when I'm thinking of everyone. I feel like that's the main guy that does need to improve, especially with the money he got this offseason to sign with us. I think everyone else, like Tyler Callahan and all those other guys that got called up that are, playing much better, playing in the role that they got called up to do. But I think Ozuna and Mitch Keller are two guys that I really want to see break out after the All-Star break.
Caleb, you know what? You just brought up a great thing, and that makes me wonder a question. Caleb, you obviously answered it because you said Ozuna and them. But Myles, who do you want to do better in the second half of this season? Because I know I want to do better.
I don't know. I would say some people in the bullpen, but I don't even know if half of them are going to be here much longer. I would say Santana, but I feel like he's not going to be here much longer.
No.
Most people with the bats, I feel like I'm okay with where they're at. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just someone in the bullpen specifically. Maybe the starters. You gotta come back to me on this one. I don't have anything smart for you yet.
Okay, I got two players for you. Obviously, the first one is Paul Skenes. I'm not going to go into too deep into that because we all know the struggles that he's had in this first half of the season. But to be honest with you guys, even though he's had a pretty good start of the season and other things, I feel like he's kind of gone down the past in a month and a half. Is Brian Reynolds?
I knew you were going to say that.
I feel like we were talking about his walk-off home run a couple episodes ago and everything, but it feels like he's gone quiet since then. He's contributed and everything, you know what I mean? It's like he's gotten hits and all this shit. He's not bad by any terms, but I just want him to step up into that leadership role like we saw whenever he hit that walk-off home run. I want him to step up, and I just want him to step up more. I just want him to play a little bit better than he has been, because with the money that we're paying him and everything. And he's supposed to be one of our top guys. He's supposed to be one of our top guys. He's gone.
I know, but
he's gone quiet a little bit.
He still has really good numbers. Like, I know, like, maybe some moments, like you see in the games and you watch the full game, there's guys on base and, 2 outs and you really want him to get a hit and he doesn't clutch up and get that. I know that's some of those, but, like, bro, he's batting .283, 14 home runs.
I get that.
He's still 59
he's
RBIs.
.282 with a 9.55.
He's still playing really, like, he's playing much better in the overall career, like, regular season. Like, he's playing good. He's playing solid.
And I get that. I'm not saying he's playing bad at all, but I just want him to fucking contribute more. It doesn't feel like he's contributing as much. Yeah, he's getting the hits. Yeah, he's getting on base, but it doesn't seem like he's scoring those runs. He's not winning those games for us. That's just how I see. I don't know. If you guys disagree, that's what you guys think.
Yeah, I just disagree also too, because I feel like he hasn't had the luxury of playing like the DH a lot where he has in the past, and he's actually playing the field. So like, yeah, and I also think with like the other guys too, like he's getting overshadowed. Yeah, like we expect.
That's why I think you think that. That's why I think you probably think that, because he's getting overshadowed.
I think he's having a better year than most of his past years, but there's guys that are just better than him for once.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. He's supposed to be one of our top guys, and he's getting overshadowed by these guys we didn't expect to overshadow.
He was one of the top guys on the Pirates when they had bad lineups, not this lineup.
Well, then that doesn't. But that's what I'm. Okay, well, you guys are saying that's the thing, but like it's like when he's the top player on the team that sucks ass, you know what I mean? It's like he's supposed to be better than whenever we get these other guys that are good. I don't know. That's just how I see it. I'm not, and like I said, he's not playing bad, but I just feel like he could do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, definitely, probably with the long ball for sure. Maybe that.
For sure, yeah.
I don't know.
I think our whole team's playing real. Like, I really think our whole team's playing pretty solid, especially just like Mangum and all those guys that are just like not like big names and stuff like that. That's been playing really well. Yeah, I think our stats, our hitting stats and our rankings just show it how good this team really is when it comes to our lineup, top to bottom. I think. If I had a grade our second out, I thought we would be way better. I would definitely say in the C. I really thought we could be at least second place in our division. When I was thinking about it, but like we said, every single episode, our bullpen just has to get better. Our pitching just has to get better, and that's just the main focus. Like, that's the whole point of why this team isn't where they should be. And I think we all can agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But moving on, the MLB draft was this week as well. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who any of these guys are, but the Pirates did draft Derek Carrillo. He's an outfielder for the LSU Tigers. He was the round 1 pick, number 5 for the Pirates. He bats left and throws left. He's 6'2", 192. He's 21 years of age. In his 2026 season at LSU, he batted .350, 6 home runs, 46 RBIs, 64 runs, 18 doubles, 2 triples, 13 stolen bases. I obviously don't know much about him at all. There was a lot of criticism on why we didn't go pitcher or whatnot. I don't really pay attention to the MLB draft. I didn't even know it was on this week at all. Because I know when we were talking about weeks ago about how bad drafts are, except the NFL is just number 1. I had no clue that MLB draft was even this week. Just the way they market it and all that. But forget about that. I don't know if you guys know who Derek Carrier is. I know he played with Konnor Griffin on the USA team back in the day. I don't know if this is a good pick or a bad pick. The stats seem pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know the first guy from UCLA I think got picked. I don't know how good. I know he was pretty good. But yeah, I know, Logan, you probably don't even know who he is either.
No, I know a little bit about, from what Myles has told me and everything, and he's back now, so you can talk about it. But, to me, it feels like a little bit meh. But I do want to hear about what Myles has to say about it, because I don't really have that much opinion, because I don't watch college baseball.
Sorry, guys, I had a little bit of a connection issue there. I don't know. I see this. The guy's a good hitter, good contact guy, but I don't know. He doesn't bring anything necessarily that is incredible power,
Yeah.
speed. Maybe I see it almost like, and we talked about this, like Cruz probably not re-signing, him being a left-handed guy. I see him being an eventual like fit for center field down the line starting. But that's obviously a down in the future. I think I could see why they made this pick. They need more outfield prospects. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Yep. Moving on, I just want to talk real quick. Moving on, the home run derbies this week. I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts on who do you guys think. What's up?
No, never mind. I was gonna say we didn't really talk much about the outlook for the next couple games, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
No, I mean, yeah,
we don't have to talk about it. It doesn't really matter
there'll be the All-Star break and
it doesn't.
We don't care about that. Let's just leave them alone. Let's
my bad. My bad for delay. My bad for delay.
But the 2026 home run derby participants got announced. Kyle Schwarber. This is in Philadelphia, by the way. The defending champ, Junior Cameronero, did win last year. He is in this home run derby. Kyle Schwarber, he's obviously from the Phillies. Bryce Harper's from the Phillies. He's in it. Like I said, Junior's in it. Ben Rice is in it from the Yankees. Jack Candelaone is in it. He's from the Royals. Jordan Walker, he's having a hell of a year. Hell of a first half. What's up?
Leone?
It's the way you said Caglione.
Caglione. Is that how you say it?
Italian, bro. You gotta say Caglione.
Okay, my bad. But like I said, Jordan Walker's having a hell of a year. He's in the home run derby. Wilson Contreras is in it, and then Murakami's in it from the White Sox. He has pretty good home run power. I think Bryce Harper is going to win this whole thing. I'm probably going to bet $50 on this and probably cash out like $250. I think it's on Polymarket. If you bet $50, you get like $250.
We all need our predictions.
I think. By the way, the rules switched though, isn't it? You only get 20 balls.
It's outs.
20 balls. Is it?
That's how it used to be. Outs.
Yeah.
So it's how many outs?
It's better now, baby.
Is it 3 outs?
Yeah, it's 3 outs.
It's like 12. No, it's not. It's not 3. It's like 12 outs. It's like 12 outs.
Search it up real quick. I don't know.
It's like 10 or 12, but like, it's better.
Logan, who do you think's gonna win it?
Who do I think's gonna win it? The guy that you said his name wrong. I think Jack Caglione is gonna go.
If I bet
Caglione, however the fuck you say it, he's gonna go out there and win it.
You bet $50 on Bryce Harper to win, $526 payout.
How much do you win if you bet on Jack?
Jack
Check
does
it right
have
now.
a lot of power.
You bet like 50. Win.
You bet 50, $395.
Dude, he's gonna win. Put 50 on that guy, dude.
Yeah. Well, the obvious pick right now is
also
leading.
you got Murakami on there too, and it's like, are you kidding me?
For sure.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm rocking with that, man. It was like,
I
mean,
I feel like if
I see the top 3 being like, I honestly see it being Caglione, Contreras, or no, not Contreras. Murakami. No, not Contreras. I meant to read Murakami. And then I think probably
Caminero won it last year, guys. We got to remember this too.
Caminero won it last year, but I think Harper will make it to the top 3.
Harper's going all out. It's either Schwarber or Harper.
He's got to have some energy in him.
It's either Schwarber or Harper. They know the field, and especially just the outs thing, I think helps Harper a lot because he can just take pitches and go for whatever pitch he wants. I think it honestly hurts Junior, but you never know. It's the home run derby, but it's a different ruling, so we'll see how the players adjust and how.
I'm excited to see the new rules.
How much energy they have.
Or the old rules in action.
Honestly, I don't really watch the All-Star game, so this is kind of like the All-Star.
Well, I mean, the home run derby.
Yeah.
The home run derby is the bread and butter of the All-Star break. We all know this.
That's a good word. Yep. But I think Harper. Did we all want to? I didn't hear your Miles. Who do you think? You said Murakami.
No, I got Murakami. Yeah, Murakami.
That's a W pick. That's a W pick.
Okay.
I got Murakami or Caminero.
I got Jack.
Repeat.
I got Caglione, or however the fuck you say it.
All right. Well, that's this week on Monday on July 13th.
Wait, who do you got, Caleb?
Harper.
You got Harper? Okay.
Harper. But moving into the Steelers, honestly, not too many news not much news this week. But I'm gonna take it straight to you, Miles. You got any important news or anything you've been keeping track on Twitter?
Nothing. They had a bonding trip, which was pretty cool to see. The cliques already starting to form, but other than that, it's been pretty slow. As we know, training camp's coming up, so all it is right now is pretty much you can start to talk about what position group battles you might want to see, but other than that, there's nothing certain. when it comes to the football world, the only thing that kind of revolves around Pittsburgh that's popular right now is, the Penn Hills alum Aaron Donald circulating about potentially coming back. But other than that, it remains stagnant. I don't think there's anything really worth noting on with the Steelers this week.
Yeah, I think they go to training camp this month, right? In St. John or St. Vincent. Yeah. So we'll definitely get way more news for the shows when that starts, and we actually get to see Will Howard, Drew Aller, all of them compete for their position. But in moving from the Penguins, honestly, there's not much news here either. Honestly, no news at all. Last episode, it was a lot of news about the draft and all that, but nothing here. But moving on to our bonus content this week, the World Cup. We saw some of the matches this week. Honestly, really good matches. Before we get to that, the semifinal matchups, though, will be France versus Spain and England versus Argentina. Very good matchups, honestly. Just to go through some of the teams and how they beat and where they, how they got to the semis. France, round of 32, they beat Sweden, Paraguay, and Morocco. Spain beat Australia, Portugal, Belgium,
Austria.
And England. Austria. Oh, okay. Austria. I thought that was supposed to say Australia. I forgot Australia's in our group. And then England beat Congo, Mexico, Norway, and then Argentina beat Cape Verde, Egypt, and Switzerland. Honestly, easy road for Argentina when I look at it. But their games were close, though. Their games they did get tested, but it's okay, my bad. Okay.
They were not easy games by any stretch of the imagination.
But it should have been easy games. They just kept putting themselves in a pickle.
No, I 100% agree with you, Caleb. They made it hard on themselves each time they played a fucking game. But also, you got to think about it. It's even though they made it hard on themselves, which I'm saying they did it themselves. These teams were good. Cape Verde was good. Egypt was good. They probably should have at least tied. That call against Egypt was bullshit when they took that goal away whenever there was a foul on the other side of the field. But the fact that Argentina just keeps coming back, just keeps fucking coming. You cannot, no matter what you do. You can't stop them.
The Egypt game was crazy.
But
some of the calls in the Egypt game, were kind of shady. Yeah,
they were shady. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it's going to be hard to predict going forward because, let's not act like England hasn't had the same fate. Norway should have probably beat them. There was a lot of questionable calls there. Congo had them on the ropes, and then who was it? Mexico? Yeah, Mexico almost outperformed them too. It's going to be two frauds coming to a.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Hey, you might be saying that they have the same path. I think England's gonna win it. I don't know.
I hope
just
not.
the way that I don't hope they do, but with the way that shit's been going, it's been 60 years. The way that they won against Norway, they haven't done in 60 years. They only did it one time within 60 years. So, it just feels like all signs are pointing towards England to me or Argentina. That's the two sides I see winning right now.
I don't know. It's hard to count England now with the way that Jude Bellingham's playing. He's literally the best player in the world right now, I would imagine.
100%.
This World Cup, it's close between him, Mbappe, and Messi, who's been the best player. Yep. But I don't think there's anyone in Argentina's midfield that can even stop him.
Like you just said, dude, Jude Bellingham is putting himself in the fucking Ballon d'Or with, scoring 0 goals in the group stage. That's how good he's been playing in these knockout rounds, dude. England just looks like they're on a fucking tear, and it looks like they don't want to go home without a trophy. They do not look like they're going home without a fucking fight, no matter who they're going against. So, I think for everybody that's watching right now, clear your fucking schedules for Wednesday at 3 p.m. Because that's going to be the best game of the tournament. I'm telling you that right now. They're both in the top 3 for goals scored in the tournament, and they've both let up at least 6 goals in this tournament. So it's going to be a fireworks show. It's going to be a great game.
Do you have a prediction of who you'd see pulling that one out?
2-1 England in extra time. Or on penalties.
Michael Harris prediction. Michael Harris type of prediction.
I'm pulling out the Mike. You got it. I'm pulling out the Michael Harris
prediction that Michael Harris uses.
2 times in a row.
I think it's going to go to penalties. I don't know who's going to win.
I think it will.
Go to penalties.
I think it will. That's why I said 2-1 over penalties. I think England's going to win it, though.
But then it's France, Spain, and I think that's even equally as harder to call. But at least these two teams, like, I disagree with you in the way that you believe that England and Argentina, one of those two, are going to be the winners. I think one of the winners is going to come from this side. Either Spain or France.
Yeah, I think France is going to win this. I think France beats Spain 2-0.
Well, we know what you think, Caleb. We don't need to hear that.
I think France is going to beat them 2-0. I don't think Spain's going to score a goal.
No.
But I do think England's going to go out against. I think Argentina's going to beat England. I think.
Well, Caleb, do you think it's going to be a rematch of 2022?
Yep, it's going to be a rematch.
No way.
I think that's what everyone's been saying. I think that's what I've always been.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
it is going to be a rematch, and I think. Well, I don't know. I think France and Argentina will be pretty. It's going to be close, and I hate to say it. I think if Argentina beats England, they probably might win again. They honestly might win this whole thing again.
Well, Miles, like what you said you think that either France or Spain's going to come out of it winning. Like you said, dude, this is fucking unpredictable. I'm just saying England because I think they will. But like you said, it's unpredictable. Spain looks good. They've only let up, one goal in this entire tournament? One goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Lamine Yamal has been making opportunities. Even though he hasn't cashed, he's been making opportunities. I mean, yeah, they're going against Mbappe. Mbappe's a little fucking banged up, so you can't forget about that. You can't forget about that. Yeah, you got Dembele, but you know, Spain, Caleb, I know you're trolling right now, but Spain isn't a pushover. Like, they have good defense. Their midfield is good. Their bench is good. They have one of the greatest coaches of all time coaching them. This isn't going to be an easy game. Both of these games are going to be bangers. So, I mean, it's just pick your poison with who you think is going to win at this point.
So
I have money on Argentina, but I think England can still win it.
So who do you think is going to win it by, like, from your heart? Who do you think is going to win it?
From my heart.
Who do you think the last two matchups are going to be, and who's going to win it? Go.
From my heart, I think it's going to be England, France. England's going to win 2-1. It's coming home. I feel it. It's been 60 years. It's been long enough.
I think Spain's going to beat England.
Gotcha. And
okay,
I think France. I think it's a rematch. I think it's going to be France and Argentina. And I feel like it's going to be super close. My heart says France. My gut says probably Argentina. I think Messi just wins it again and rides in the sunset. I don't know. I think it would be.
That would be sick. That would be sick. He's the first. He'll be like the first person to win back-to-back World Cups in like however many decades it's been.
Yeah. But moving on to UFC 329. We'll honestly just dive right into the main event. Max Holloway did defeat Conor McGregor by TKO from a leg injury. Round 1 minute and 9 seconds in. McGregor's comeback ended immediately after he suffered another serious leg injury to his opponent. He did an opening kick, very heavy opening kick, literally right when the round started. He slipped twice, and then the ref called it. And Holloway didn't earn the TKO win in a very highly anticipated rematch. Very disappointed, honestly. I'll just pass it to Logan. I know you have a lot to say. Before we dive into the other, just talk about mainly the main event before we dive into the other fights.
I've had a lot of emotions going in this past 24 hours about this match and just everything that's happened within it. First of all, just like the saying that Max Holloway won by a TKO, that just feels fucking wrong. He didn't win that fight or lose that fight. Conor lost that fight by fucking getting hurt. But when you watch back everything and you've seen everything that's happened and you see everything that's come out, it's hard to say that Conor wasn't hurt before he got into that ring. It's really hard to say that Conor wasn't hurt before he got into that ring. I know, Miles, you're shaking in your head, but he was at it.
What do you think? Do you think it's the movement that you saw pre-fight that everyone's pointing to, or what do you think that is?
Well, it's not even just the movement. The movement definitely has something to play in it because he didn't look fucking balanced at all. He looked like he had no control. Yeah, it's like he's taking his fucking pants off, so yeah, whatever. But he was at a fucking pain treatment plant 4 days before the fight. You don't go to that shit unless you're hurt. You know, and it just... To me, I texted you guys last night after this shit happened. I said this was the worst UFC main event I've ever seen. and I think it's the worst UFC main event of all time. Because you have to look at the perspective of everything. We've been waiting for this shit for 5 years. This shit was supposed to happen 2 years ago with Michael Chandler, so it got delayed. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and as the time ticked down, it's kind of, you thought, oh, is Konnor going to do something? Is Konnor going to do something? When I watched him at those weigh-ins, I thought Konnor looks confident. Konnor looks good. It looks like Konnor of old. And then you watch his walkout. At least to me, it's like, on his face, he might have been smiling. He might have been like at least trying to show some confidence, but he did not look like a guy who knew he was going to go out there and win. He looked like a guy who knew he was going to go out there and lose, and he was going to get his paycheck, and that's what it was. It's hard to say it wasn't a cash grab for him. It's hard to say that.
He did look very nervous. I do agree with that. But I just disagree with the fact that he was. I do think that he probably wasn't 100% in the same way that he wasn't the McGregor of old. But that just happens with everything he's gone through in the age. But I doubt that he was injured, and I think that just shows in the fact that with that first kick, like if you were injured, you're not throwing that as your first kick. And even if you aren't injured, it's an idiotic, stupid move to do as your first step back in the octagon. Yeah, you've said it perfecly. Hit the nail right on the head. We were robbed of a main event. We didn't even get one.
Oh yeah. Well,
and it was a card that relied on the main event.
I like you just said, I only watched the last 2 fights. I watched Paddy Pimblett. Caleb, you said talk about only the main event, but I'm going to bring up Paddy Pimblett.
No,
I watched Paddy Pimblett, submitted that motherfucker in 10 seconds. So I got to watch that, and then I waited all fucking day. I talked to everybody about Conor McGregor. I said, Conor McGregor's coming back. Conor McGregor's coming back. My favorite fucking fighter of all time. And that's what I get to see. And Myles, like what you brought up with like the fucking kick that he threw right out the bat. I've seen a lot of people bring up, not a lot of people, but I've seen a few people bring up the fact that what if that's a cop-out? What if that's something that he did knowing that he was already injured to be like, oh, I got injured on this kick? I don't think that's what it is. But it's just weird that people are saying that.
I just think Dana White, when I was watching his press conference, it's just like the amount of views that were posted, like everyone saying, oh, was he injured at the weigh-in or whatnot? It's like, bro, if he was injured, I think everyone would have pointed it out on social media. And no, you didn't see anything anywhere about, is Conor McGregor injured, question mark? Like, you didn't see that anywhere.
No.
So it's like, I don't think he was injured pre-fight, but yeah, he was hella fucking nervous, like, for sure.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people said when he was taking off his shoes or whatnot, when he was getting the Vaseline on his head, and I think he just missed his footing or whatnot.
Yeah,
so
I saw that.
I don't get that at all. And then you guys just make great points. Like, if you're injured, you're not throwing that kick. To be honest, I don't know why he even threw that kick in general. I know he was just trying to, maybe he was just hyping up the crowd, hyping up the crowd or whatnot, but I don't.
Not even that. He wanted to go out there and he wanted to show everybody that he's fucking back, and he wasn't. That's what it was. And that's the thing.
It's horrible.
Like, I've seen we all know, like John Anik was talking about after the fight, like, oh, is this going to be the end for Conor, or is this going to be the part of a long road back? It just feels like if you took 5 fucking years off after you snapped your leg and then you go into the next fight, first kick you fucking throw at 37 years old, which you shouldn't be throwing, fucking hurts you, you're not coming back. There's no fucking point in coming back. Like, in my opinion, you should retire right now. Because there's no fucking point. I know he signed for another fight. He signed for another fight. But
there's one more.
At that point, who the fuck cares about that fight? Because he's gonna lose.
I've almost heard people say the conspiracy that he did this to get out of his contract quicker because he doesn't want to be with the UFC. Like, that's how crazy I've heard people try to turn to with this whole thing.
I mean, I don't know if I think it's crazy to just think about him returning, but it's just like, I mean, I think the UFC would obviously want him to return. I mean, that's easy money for them. That's a lot of money to fight there.
Yeah.
I mean, Max Holloway was really excited about
Michael Chandler at this point. Just do fucking Michael Chandler.
I've been sitting on this for a second or two to bring this up. Like, I almost think, like, Chandler got clowned of how much his career was ruined by this. McGregor's career almost is ruined just as bad. He could have had he could have had an optimal return, way better than this, and had a chance of winning. But
dude, and I know Michael Chandler was sitting there watching this fight, pissed as fucking hell that he could have gone into that fight, did nothing, and then made what, like 40 million, 50 million? Because we all know Michael Chandler wanted to fight for the cash. Like, we didn't, even if he won or lost. So, like, he was guaranteed a payday if he got this fucking fight. But, of course, it goes to Max Holloway. And, wait, Max Holloway, too. Like, yeah, I love Max Holloway and everything.
Here we go. But, I hope you're about to say what I hope you're about to say.
I think this is what you... But, like, for him to fucking call out, like, oh, yeah, let's run it back again. You guys didn't even run it back the second time.
Yeah.
Like, what are you... Like, read the fucking room. No one wants to see that a third time.
He completely lost so much respect. Like, that's almost... Chandler, if he was in this position, would not have gloated, would not have... Like, did you see him doing the billionaire
doing
strut
the fucking
after?
McGregor? Yes.
He came up to him and said, oh, why'd you come back? Why'd you come back?
Yes.
He was not a gentlemanly person in this win at all.
And then he tried to act like he was in the press conferences. He tried to act like when he was in the ring, he was not acting gentlemanly at all. But as soon as he gets in the press conference, oh, I respect this man. I said, why did you get in the ring? Because, like, why the fuck would you do this to you? Like, shut the... I love Max Holloway, but no, dude, just shut up. You were being a jackass.
Yeah,
I mean, he just cared more about the money than anything. Like, that's literally what he wanted.
That's why he wants the rematch, because he wants another fucking $60 million easy.
But I heard it say it the only way McGregor steps back in UFC is for, like, a Nate Diaz trilogy fight or the Chandler fight. Like, he has to fight another old guy.
It's probably they haven't got. I don't think the MRIs came out yet, or I don't know, but I think it is probably an ACL tear, like they were saying in a way when he talked to doctors and all that. That's probably going to be what the cause is going to be. But I remember last episode I did talk about, I felt like the main star of this card was Paddy Pimblett.
You were right.
I was right.
So
you were right. Like I told you, I said Paddy Pimblett and BSD were going to be, I thought this fight was the main. I was very glad to see this fight. And Paddy Pimblett said what he was going to do. Like Logan said, he choked him out. Round 1, 52 seconds. And yeah, we didn't even see anything of BSC. You just straight up got into a goddamn real neck choke or whatever you want to call it, what type of choke it was.
I want to offer a rebuttal. Is like, yeah, he was the star of the show and everything, but in reality, the best fight of the night was probably Brandon Royval's fight. Like, I mean, dude, that was a 3-round.
I disagree.
That was a 3-round fight, man. It could have gone either way, and Brandon Royval pulled it out at the end. I think it was a great.
I thought Mario's fight was good too, with Corey saying.
Oh, I mean, even King Green, all the fights were good. King Green was an amazing fight.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people calling that rigged. I don't think it's rigged.
I saw people saying that rigged too after the.
Yeah, I don't think it's rigged, but I think it was a little weird how he took one body shot and then he moved down.
Different type of deranged to think that they're robbing King Green fights.
Yeah, no. I mean, sure they're cool with each other, but I don't think fucking Terrence McKinney's gonna be like, yeah, you can knock me out real quick.
Yeah, especially when you have more to lose than King Green. King Green's literally a scrub now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think this is a big moment for Paddy, and I don't know if you saw his quotes after the McGregor stuff. He said, "Oh, the real star of the show's here now, lad," or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of the thing was like this card was honestly really fucking good, but it's just gonna be soured because of the way it ended. That's really it. It was a really good card from top to bottom, in my opinion, but it's just, Myles, I also want to ask you, how do you feel about Gable Stevenson?
I was about to say the prelims were very good too, and his fight was very good. I mean, he looked decent. I mean, he's obviously getting an absolutely favorable loophole through the system, and you know, once again, he's just as he's done in the past. He's getting an advantageous boost. You know, get him where he needs to go. But even Cody Garbrandt had a good fight. He looked pretty good besides his pillow chin. Like, there was a lot of good fights on here. I was really surprised with it. I hope I never see Stevenson do anything in the UFC. And I can't wait to see Josh Hokett absolutely flatline him in about a year or two.
Well, but he's probably going to get that. He's probably going to have to fight probably 2 more times, and they probably might just give him it if he...
They will. They will fast-track him. They want to fast-track him.
Well, he got John Jones by his side now. He's in camp with him now, so I guess they're all buddies now, so...
Well, John Jones
is the greatest of all time, but like...
Well, John Jones also isn't the greatest person of all time either, so...
That's why they fit in together.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode.
Well, we got to talk about how do they keep messing up the celebrities? How do we get?
yes.
Oh, I just paid all this money
Yeah,
to
the
messed
fuck
up with the
do you do that?
OKC.
Shakur
was
Stevenson
crazy.
signed to Zuffa Boxing, and they messed up his celebrity
That was
little
funny.
cam, and they put
That
up
was
Jalen
funny.
Williams. He plays
That
for
was
the
funny.
OKC Thunder guard. Literally, this is like Dana's press conference was hilarious about this.
Yeah,
because
that was funny.
It's so true. Like literally every celebrity cam they put on,
Well-
it's just the wrong person.
No,
It's
The
90%.
wrong
Let's be honest
graphics.
here. It's always like they need to get some more diversity in the production room because it's always, like I dare say, it's always black people that mix up.
oh yeah,
The
yeah,
UFC
yeah,
does
yeah.
not know
Yeah.
how
Yeah, yeah.
they are racist behind the scenes or something because they did this with Bud Crawford and
Oh my
what
god, they
was it,
called him Kendrick Lamar.
They
Kendrick
do
Lamar,
this
yeah.
all the time with boxers. With like they do not have anybody that knows culture.
They
Yeah.
just, I feel like, yeah.
Dude,
I don't know.
I think the funniest shit that Dana White said during that press conference was like somebody tried to bring up like, oh yeah, soccer's worse with the fucking things because they don't even tell you who it is, and he's like, well yeah, well we tell you who it is, but we're wrong fucking 20% of the time, so how the hell does that matter? It's like, yeah, I mean,
It's like,
how-
was
I don't
Jalen Williams
understand how
even
you fucking
there?
it up.
Did
No!
we even see
He
him?
was. No, he was. He
No.
was.
He
He
was
was. He
there?
was.
Okay.
He was there.
Oh,
Yes,
so they
he
just
was there.
showed the wrong person.
Yes,
That's
he was
that's
there.
racist.
'Cause I
Yeah,
swear
Miles
he
is
came. I
right.
saw an Instagram reel of him coming into the fight. Yeah, I believe he 100% was there. And if he wasn't there, then that's just, if I'm completely wrong and I just
That's insane.
missaw something, then that's just like, why was Jalen Williams even made a graphic? Why was there
Yeah,
even a graphic of him?
I don't get
But
it
I think
at
he
all.
was there. If they made a graphic, he was definitely there. But that needs
But then
fixed
why the
up, and
fuck
it's
didn't
just-
we show him? Like,
Yeah,
what
I
are
don't-
we doing?
True,
that
actually,
stuff-
that is a good point.
that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. Good card. I don't feel like there's like after the White House after this. I just feel like there's nothing. Dare I say
3:30,
it, like
Islam and Ian Gary's next. That's in Philadelphia.
is that
That card
there's
though, I don't
nothing-
think it hasn't fully got announced yet. I think it's just 3 fights announced on the main card right now. I think there's 2 women fights, and then obviously Ian Gary and
Let's go,
Islam.
women fights.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's nothing. They got to get something going. There's nothing big on the docket for the UFC till the end of the for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
It's in a weird spot.
It's just coming out of that Whitehall card. It's just like, I know Dana White always says he tops every year. It's like, after what happened with Konnor and this, it's like, I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like, I mean, like, yeah, the UFC white card was like really good and everything, and all the fights ended in KOs, and it was a banger. But like, I was more excited to see Konnor come back, and I feel like that's why it was just such a disappointment. Like, yeah, the UFC was like, the UFC at the White House was cool because like you didn't know what to expect, and it's all this shit, but like. Knowing that Connor's coming back and knowing that it's real and all this shit, like that's what gave this card the hype and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely the most insane turnaround I think I've seen possible between events.
Oh yeah,
Literally
Yeah.
on top of the world brought back down to
brought
reality.
back down to 0.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the card did get announced. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, yeah, I don't. It's
Wait,
not.
who's on it? Who's on it?
Obviously Islam, Ian Gary, and then the 2 women fights, Mackenzie
Wait,
Dern and
Islam versus
Gillian
Ian
Roberts.
Gary? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Islam and Ian Gary.
I didn't know that.
Which
That's
that should be a
cool
good. That's
shit.
pretty much the main card. Neil Magny versus Ramirez. I don't know how to say his name.
No, why are
he's
you
on that
skipping the
card.
co-main title fight of Mackenzie Dern?
I just said that. Yeah,
you
Mackenzie.
did?
I just said that. Mackenzie
My
Dern
bad.
and Gillian Robinson. I just said that. I don't know who they are, but she's a champ, so she's probably tough.
W. Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah. I mean, we could just say predictions. I mean, well, if
Ian
you guys
Gary
want,
gets
like, you
choked
guys.
out in round 2.
I'm just gonna say the same thing, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of his, and I don't know.
Yeah,
He's,
that
I
cuck.
think he has the height advantage. I think Islam's only 5'10", and Ian Gary's like 6'2", right? Ian Gary's pretty big. I think he definitely has a height
That's not
advantage.
going to matter
but,
when he has him on the
yeah,
ground.
it doesn't
though.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter when it's wrestling. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Feels like it's going to be
that's-
McGregor Khabib 2.0 for sure. You got a lot to look
that's what we
forward to.
wanted. But goddamn, like I really wanted Islam and McGregor, but.
I feel
I
like
mean,
they
do you
should
guys
just
even
let
think
him- I feel like they
McGregor
should
even
just let him
returns?
fight
Like, do you
him.
guys think he even returns? Like, is there? Obviously, if he did get an ACL tear, he's going to be out a year. That's for sure.
Yeah, he won't fight again, I believe. I
Yeah.
think if we see him, I think we see him. It's like
2
it's
years
like-
from now.
That's what I was gonna say, 2028. But then, like, how old would he be? And,
39.
40.
yeah. Yeah,
No, I
he'd
think
be
he'd be
39. Oh, his birthday's in
39.
2 days, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be
I didn't-
39 if it's 2 years from now.
Yeah, so it's just, and then it's like I said, the only competent opponents I would see for him are older guys, and then it's like Nate Diaz at that point would be 43.
Well,
I think might fight in 20. I think he could fight in December in 2027. It's almost like a year and a half.
but then who's he gonna fight though?
Yeah, who would he fight?
I think I would say Michael Chandler,
has to
but like
fight
I don't
Michael.
really know
He
Michael
has to
Chandler. I don't really know Chandler. I don't know where Chandler's going to be at that time. Like I don't know
I
how
guess
he's
he
going
was
to be.
supposed to like retire after the UFC, after
Yeah.
the White House shit. But
I don't know where he's gonna be.
If Konnor comes knocking on the door, he's not gonna retire.
I think it's just whoever they just want to put him with whoever is just going to make them just more money. Like I think
Yeah.
whoever Konnor fights is going to make money, obviously. But it's just like
But I think
That's
they're going to
why-
want to make the biggest fight possible with him.
Well, that's true, but the next fight you have to make sure it actually lasts.
yeah.
Which I'm almost thinking like,
How
do we
about-
think 170 is a problem? Like, you're a dude, you
No.
can't do it.
I think he.
I
I,
wasn't
don't think
gonna-
he can go down. He can't go down for sure.
I was-
Like he's not cutting weight. I think
wasn't
doesn't
gonna
he
say-
normally sit at 170 anyway? Doesn't he normally sit like
Yeah.
almost 200 pounds?
Yeah, well,
or-
with the
or, like,
steroids, yeah.
yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, dude, if he's gonna come back, you might gotta put some rules in there, like no fucking flying kicks in the first 10 seconds of the round or something. Like you got, like,
It's
I
just
don't know.
unfortunate. It's just
feels,
so.
like it just feels like this guy has fucking legs of glass now, even though he was supposed to have a titanium rod in his fucking leg. Like, it just doesn't feel like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I
Like,
pose
he's
the
gonna
situation?
return, but what are you gonna say?
I think Zuffa Boxing. This is
W.
something good
I
for
already know
both
what
of
you're
their
gonna say.
careers. Jake Paul.
Oh my
He's
fucking
been chasing
god!
that fight for so long. We know boxing. How are you gonna tear if you tear your ACL in boxing, then you're really just done. There's no way for you to even do it. Paul's done, like, what has he done after Joshua? He needs a money fight that everyone
right.
would watch. Paul versus McGregor.
And he's at 170.
They can meet somewhere. 175, 180, maybe a catch weight. Like they're what 5'7" to 6 foot. They're comparable in size enough. Like I think, give it 2027 Christmas 2028 boxing between those two.
I don't think that's
he will
ridiculous to say.
He does older opponents. I think this can be the only thing that can balance him and get the money. He wants to fight Floyd again, but that's not happening. We saw that. So
Well, I don't. This might be a little bit too late to bring up, but I just wanted to bring up too about like Max Holloway. Like you just said about fighting older opponents. Max Holloway loves to get a rematch 10 years later. He loves. He did it with Dustin Poirier. He did it with Conor McGregor, and he's gonna claim that win over Conor McGregor, acting like he did anything. You landed 13 punches while the guy was on the ground. Like that's just. I'm not trying to be a Max hater, but I just wanted
it's
to
hard
say
not
that.
to be right now because where else does he go even?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like he has a clear move that can make him even be benefited.
Maybe he
like,
should just fight Kenny Pickett.
That's a good idea, actually. I do like that.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up for episode 15. We're just gonna wrap it up right there.
That's a good
That's
way to
gonna
end
wrap
it.
it up for episode 15 of BurghTakes. We're not sure if we're gonna do an episode this Sunday. When you guys are gonna see this on Monday. Obviously the All-Star break for the Pirates. They don't play a game till Friday or Thursday. So we'll see what's going on and how much news we can bring out. But if we don't do it this Sunday, we will do it next Sunday, and we'll bring all the news to you guys again there. We appreciate you guys watching us, especially in this half season. We're 15 episodes in, 15 weeks in, and we'll catch you in episode 16. See ya.